Hold on, let me clean my phone on. I don't know why I look like that. Okay. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. I I guess I'm like a minute or two late because of YouTube. I was trying to go live and it wouldn't let me go live. Let me fix my comments. It wouldn't let me go live for some reason. It was saying that my stream rotation is wrong. It was saying that I need to lock my screen rotation. Something's not right. So I tried going live. Welcome. Hi, SFam. So I was trying to go live for like 2, 3 minutes and the phone kept on locking up. And I said, you know what? I ain't got time for this. So I exit out. I exit out the whole YouTube app. And I said, you know what? If I can't go live, it is what it is. I usually keep my word. If I can't go live today, oh well. And when I said that and I stepped away from it and then it started working. Happy Saturday. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning. How are you? I'm doing well. I guess. How are you? What do you mean what's wrong? Oh, nothing. Everything's fine. I'm just I don't know. Is that a what are they doing? You know, life. I don't know, something's going on. Yeah, so I mean the day just started. Nothing's wrong right now, but you see my eyes? My eyes are puffy because I was crying last night. I was so sad. My eyes are a little puffy right here. Because I was crying. I was crying. So the title for today, oh, I forgot. The title for today is Life All About? Day just started. I woke up to a storm. Oh yeah, I forgot. You guys are. Oh yeah. So that's why I stopped crying. You know, I said, you know what? Let me be happy because there's people dealing with real life problems today, like a storm. So yeah, sending my love. Not that my love could do anything for y'all. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm hoping that this storm is not too bad, and you guys can ride it out. And you guys can ride it out, and you know, because I know I'm worried about Texas. You know, I'm a little worried about Texas because y'all remember what happened to them in 2021 or 22. And they said Ted Cruz left. They said they said if it's a good storm, if it's not gonna be a bad storm, Ted would stay. I think Ted is in Puerto Rico. So I should tell you everything you need to know. So I pray for all my, you know, I pray for the Carolinas and things of that nature. I just hope everyone's okay with this storm, man. I hope it's not too bad. So yeah, day just started. I woke up to a storm. I had to go through a snowstorm. I think back in I don't remember what year, but I went through it. I was so scared. I was terrified because they were like, you know, the state is under emergency, and you know, I lived alone, and I was in a state by myself. I lived alone in a state by myself. I didn't have any family near. I didn't really have any friends. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, oh my goodness, if something happens, I have no one here. And then I was just like, you know what? It is what it is, child. So yeah. All right, Moon says, better chill. I troll. I put a camera down there. Listen here. You see my eyes? You see my eyes? You see right here? These are bags, okay? These are bags. See right here, not the dark one. Do you see the little bags right here? These are bags from me crying last night, okay? Because I was so frustrated. I was crying last night. So if you're here to troll me today, please, I will give you the opportunity to troll me. Just not today. Come back next week. I go live every Saturday. Come back next week or come back another time. You can troll me then. Don't troll me today. Not today. And low-key, y'all shouldn't be even worrying about trolling me. Like, y'all dealing with a storm. You know what I'm saying? Just keep the positivity up. So don't troll me today. I already have bags from crying last night, so I don't need any more stress, okay? Be nice. What is G? What is G Wood? So yeah, oh I forgot. I had a topic to talk about. The topic is life all about timing. Are they looking for someone? Oh, Fred. Hi, Fred. No, someone else said something else. Are they looking for someone? Chill. I hope I don't match the description. Chill, you know? 'Cause I'm sitting there minding my business. Then they're gonna be like, oh, she matched the description. Okay. You like my earrings? They're so cute. Okay, I'm not trolling. Why are you crying? Not you. Not you, Fred. Oh, I know what. Oh, probably something's happening today. Okay. Probably gonna have some kind of event or something. Because I see a lot of cops. Mr. Officer, Mr. Officer. Yeah, so let's talk about the title, y'all. I'm all over the place. The title is supposed to be, is life all about timing? Do you guys believe that life is all about timing? I kind of believe in it 50-50. I do believe that what's meant to be will happen. And I do believe that when it's your time, things will happen. But what do you guys believe? Hi, Vlad. Hi, Beauty. Where are you from? I'm from Florida. I'm sure they don't. I'm sure they're not looking for you. You wouldn't hurt. Yes, I would hurt a fly. I actually kill them. Not you, Fred. Hi, Stinky. Ice is here. No, Ice is not there. It's cops because I think they're having an event. So you know how they have an event and then they close down the street and then they put like, they block it up. So yeah. I don't know what that is, Jack. Fibromyalgia. I don't know what that is. I don't have it. I don't receive it. I hope not. Don't be speaking any disease over my life. I have enough health problems to deal with. I don't need more. Okay. So I'm just curious about that. Is life all about timing? Because like me, you know me, I'm like I've said this before. I know you guys are probably tired of me talking about it. Because I want to make sure that it's known, okay? Because I'm not having the best time right now. I'm not having fun right now. Life is beating me up, and I'm just like, okay, is this just a season I'm supposed to experience, and then things get better eventually, or is it no? Like it's just like sometimes I wonder about that. Is life all about timing? If it's not your time to shine, you won't shine. Do you guys believe in that? So it's just, I'm just curious. Not you, Fred. Stinky said hi. No, Ice is not there. I think life is all about timing. It's all about taking a chance. Okay, I could see that. Do you have? Yeah. So it's just interesting because I'm trying to figure out. Okay, if life is all about timing, okay. So do you wait to do nothing and just wait for your time? Do you know what I mean? It's just like all of it is just confusing to me right now. Oh, that officer is handsome. You know what? I'm gonna block you because you're not about to mess up my day. Like, why would you say that to a stranger? What is wrong with you? Let me hide your comment. Guys, those comments, you will be blocked. If you say something slick, I might not block you. If you disagree with me, I'm not. But if you're going to say nasty stuff that you want to do to me, I'm going to have to block you, okay? So if you're going to come here saying nasty stuff, then I'm going to have to block you. I'm not your woman. I'm not your wife. I'm not your girlfriend. You know, I'm a random woman on this internet. And the things that you guys are saying to me, would you be happy if someone said it to your mother? And I know you guys probably think it's a compliment. It's not a compliment to say those things to me. That's disgusting, okay? So if it's not my time to see you, I want to see you. Sure. You cannot wait for your time to come. You have to go find it. Then if I have to go find it, wouldn't that go against the whole things happen in due time? Things happen in divine timing. I think, like, if I'm wrong, guys, correct me because I don't know. I'm asking questions. Like, if it's divine timing, right? If we're doing things in divine timing, isn't it divine? I don't have to do anything on my, like, I mean, I have to do stuff if that makes sense. But I'm saying, like, if something is meant to be and it's divine timing, isn't that out of my hands? Do you know what I mean? Like that girl that blew up on social media, right? She made a little jingle for Dr. Pepper, right? I don't know if you guys saw the commercial. Dr. Pepper, it feels so, it's good and nice, or something like that. Maybe she was already doing, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just everything happened in timing where she made the jingle, she posted on social media, people tagged Dr. Pepper, you know, they contacted her, gave her a contract, hire her, and then her stuff is on the TV or whatever. I know I don't make sense now. I'm trying to find it. Be patient with me. So is it just like do your thing and then things gonna just happen when it's time? Because I don't believe in just sitting around doing nothing, saying I'm just gonna wait for divine timing. Is it just that you're gonna do what you're supposed to do and then the timing, divine timing, will do the rest? Like this, I'm trying to figure out because if she wasn't online making little songs, making little jingles, I'm pretty sure she's been making jingles for a long time. I'm pretty sure that's not her first one. I'm pretty sure she's probably stay at home and just do the little jingles. And then that day she decided to post it, and Dr. Pepper saw it and then contact her, and then they did a contract. Do you understand what I'm saying? She put in the work into making the song, then put herself out there. She went looking for. Okay, so I get what you're saying. So you're saying basically her putting the song out there is a clear indication that she was just waiting for the perfect timing. She just kind of just. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. She has the talent, right? She has the talent. She makes the song. She puts herself out there, and then the perfect timing aligns, and then she has her moment. Is that what you're saying, Bill? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Because I'm like, if you don't put yourself out there, like, do you know what I mean? So I can understand what you're saying. I can understand what you're saying. Okay. Good morning, Sharon. So y'all, I don't really like straight hair on me, but I figured, you know what they say, hard wig, soft life. Hard wig, soft life. And I figured if I switch up my look, my problems won't be able to find me. Because if I look different, they won't know, hey, this is the same girl. So yeah. So I said, you know what? Let me switch out my earrings today. Let me switch out my hair today because I want to make sure that my problems can't find me today. They can't find me today. Good morning, Mighty Soul Girl. I recorded the video, but I didn't post it. The video that we talked about, my song. So yeah, I recorded the video yesterday, and then I was gonna post it on social media. I was gonna post the video on TikTok yesterday. I was like, oh, I'll do it later. And then later came, I never posted. So I was just like, I'm gonna do it. You look beautiful. Thank you, Bill. Time means nothing. The earth is 4.54 billion years old. Imagine that we're just passing through. Yes. And that's why sometimes I try to not stress myself about certain things because I'm just like, you know what? In 5 years, this will probably won't matter, you know? And I'm like, in 10 years, this probably won't matter. I think my problem is that I guess I'm trying to rush the season that I'm in. And I'm just like, okay, I learned my, I'm like, okay, I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson. Okay, great. I lost everything. Check. I'm humble. Check. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, okay, just get me through. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting over everything. I'm starting over financially. Check. I got it. I got it. Okay, can we just skip through this? Like, I learned my lesson. Like, I've been through hard times and I've been through everything. I get it now. I get it. Can we just skip to the good part? That's kind of where I'm at. I'm like, okay, like, and I know some people are in hard seasons for 5 years, for 10 years. And I've been in a hard season for the past like four, I've been in a hard season for the past 5 years or so. Like really hard season. No, I've been in my whole life, okay? My whole life. Okay. But I've been in a really bad, tough, hard season for the past 2 years. Like going on 2 years. Basically 2 years. So I'm just like, okay, isn't 2 years of suffering enough? So you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, is it me? Like I'm questioning. That's something y'all can't answer that question for me because I need to take it up to God, and I need to be in a relationship and communication with God so He can tell me what's up. But I'm just like, okay, isn't 2 years a long time for someone to be suffering? Like, come on. Like, isn't 2 years a long time? And people are like, well, you can't sit around. And I'm doing my best. That's the thing. I'm doing my best. I'm trying to do everything on my part. Well, that's a nice car. Well, I don't even know what kind of car that is, but it's nice. So I'm just like, so I'm just like, okay. So I just, like I said, I need to take this back to God because I'm just like, do I just sit, like, I already did the work. Do I just sit around and just kind of wait and just like, you know what I'm saying? Like I already did the work. I've been doing the work since my 20s. I've been reading the books, trying to work on myself and being a better person, not only like, in general, I'm referring to business wise, like learning the lessons, learning how to invest money, learning how to manage money. So I'm just like, okay, do I just sit around now and just wait for the opportunities because I already kind of been putting the work in? Or do I continue to stress myself and put in the work? But I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. It's very interesting. Good morning, Nisi. You look beautiful. Thank you, Sharon. Oh, Lord. LOL, do it. I'm going to do it, Mighty Son. I recorded the video. I did. I'm not going to lie to you. I recorded yesterday because I had a doctor appointment. I recorded the video. I said, you know what? I'm going to put it on social media today. And then I was like, I'll do it later. And I was like, I'll do it later again. And then I never did it. Yeah. I want to hear your song. All we have is now. Yeah. I'm going to release the song. I'm going to add it on YouTube. It's my song, it's like a rockish song. So I want to record it. Yeah, I'm going to record. As soon as I get off, I'm going to put it on my short. Okay, Bill? Because I'm not going to sing it right now. I'm tired. Yeah, so you're putting in the work when you go live and communicating with people. Even if you don't know it, you're helping a lot of people. Yeah, and I'm not only referring to YouTube. I'm not only referring to YouTube or growth on YouTube. Like when I started this channel, I've said this over and over, like to the point that I probably sound like a broken record. My YouTube numbers, I know them. I know what they're gonna be. Like when I fasted, I went on a fast. God showed me the exact amount that my channel will reach. So like I've said this before. The thing about God, He tells you something, and then you don't know when it's going to happen. Like He tell you, David, you're going to be a king, and then you go through all this stuff. You're like, king, this is not, you know what I'm saying? So I believe it's going to happen. So I'm not too stressed about social media per se, but I'm just saying not YouTube. I'm saying I have other business ventures. I have other things I've been working on. I have my business that I've been trying to figure out and other stuff. So I'm not necessarily just talking about YouTube itself. YouTube is great. I love YouTube, but there's just other stuff, other opportunities that I'm seeking. So yeah, outside of social media. But yeah, but you're right. You're right. Me showing up, you're right, because you don't know who you're helping, And sometimes you think you're just showing up. You're just, I'm just on live running my mouth. And then, you said something that clicks in someone's head, or you said something, or the way you spoke to someone, or the kindness that you exude. Someone might say, you know what? I'm happy I stumbled across her. So you're right. So I don't take this lightly, and I never come here with like with the big head. I mean, I do have a big head, but you know what I mean. Like I never come on here with a big head because I understand it's a privilege and it's a great opportunity for me to come on here and talk and and connect with people and people watch me. People don't have to watch you. There's so many things to watch. People have short attention span. For someone to come in my chat, engage with me, talk to me, I appreciate it. Yeah, and I'm still trying to figure out what we're doing down here. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think my thing is like that's kind of what I'm working on. Like making sure that my time here is worth it, making sure that like making sure that I leave something. You know what I'm saying? Not just being here, coming to this world and just being a human, struggling and then leaving. And then you're like, ooh, that was a hard life. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I think I have more in me, and it's just something that I need to tap into. Because that's I'm not saying I don't think I'm meant to be a celebrity, but I think I'm meant to be something bigger than I even understand right now. And it's something that I have to be obedient to walk in my purpose and not shy away and not be scared. You know what I'm saying? It's just like we all know. When you're born, sometimes we know, sometimes we don't. But some people know that they were created for more. When I say more, I'm not only referring to materialistic things, living a flashy life. I'm just saying more. You're created to give the world more, you know? And for you to leave this world and not give your gifts and your talents and to give what God left in you to the world is selfish. It's very selfish. You were created with purpose for a purpose. So I think where I'm at is like I'm trying to figure out, okay, I think I know what my purpose is, right? Because I know I love people for the most part. I love talking. I love encouraging people. I love pouring into others. And it's just like I'm trying to figure out, okay, is that gonna pay the bills? Because let's be real, we live in a society that we need money, and money is the tool. We need it to pay bills. We need it to take ourselves to the spa. We needed to make ourselves cute, get your hair done, get your nails done, spa dates, and all that stuff. Travel, I love traveling. So it's just, trying to connect the dots. Yes, this is my passion. But donde está dinero? Where's the money? Okay, like I need to make money. And so, yeah. So I say all this to say maybe like whatever you're doing, if it's your passion, just keep on going. Just keep on doing what you love and keep on showing up. And when the opportunity arises, it will find you. I really believe so. You know? But what if that's your way out of things you're going through? Post it. Right. See, that's the thing about me too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm very like that's the thing about me. I'm very like I guess secretive. So I'm just like, okay, well, this is my problem. And that's why I'm like this year 2024 really had to break me because I think I struggled in the past with pride. And I think like in my mind I was like it's not pride. I just don't like asking people for nothing. I like to figure things out by myself. And that's just my attitude. Like you could be sitting next to me, I'm struggling right now, I'm dying, and I'm about to die at 3:45 and you could do something to save my life. I'm not gonna ask you. I'm not gonna be like, hey, Bill, I'm really going through a tough time right now. You want to take me out? I'm hungry. I'm like, hey, Bill, I have a bill due. Your name is Bill. You want to pay the bill? Like, I struggle with that. I struggle with that because I'm always like, oh, I got it. I'll figure it out. I got it. I don't need nobody. So life had to break me down and humble me to the point where, like, yes, you do need people. You need people, and it's okay to say, "Hey, I don't have it." Hey, we all go through seasons where we don't have money. Not all of us, but most people, they have a story where they experienced where they were broke, they didn't have any money. They were living in the dark, they were homeless. You know what I'm saying? But I guess in my eyes, it was always tough for me to ask for help. And the worst part about it is like I don't mind helping. Like, you don't even have to say nothing to me. If you look like you're struggling, something's going on, and I got it, I'm like, ooh, girl, I went in your fridge. I noticed there was no juice. Go, I got you. I'm going to go to Costco. What you need? You know what I'm saying? That's the type of person I am. When it comes to helping others, I'm front and center. But when it comes to me, when someone said, let me do something nice for you, I'm just like, no, it's okay. It's okay. No, it's okay. I'll figure it out. So you're right, Mighty So. You're right. Because what you're going through, if you post it, it can help someone else. So that's what that's why I do let you guys know that I'm in a hard season or things are tough, you know, because what's the purpose of hiding it? And I understand, of course, there's a lot of things you guys don't know because, it's privacy. But at the same time, too, but I do tell you guys what I'm going through, but I don't go into details. But you're right, post it. You never know who you're helping with your story. You know, you're someone might not know God or they never met God and they meet God through your story. They meet God through your situation. They meet God through your channel. So yeah, you're right. Post it. Marisol said, okay. There you go. Live in your purpose. The Bible says your gifts will make room for you. All right, Marty. Marty preaching us today. Yes, you're right. And that's the thing, tapping into your gifts. Like, especially with these jobs. I told you guys I have this toxic relationship with work. I've never found a job that I like. Every single job I do, it's like it literally tries to kill me. I'm not even over exaggerating. Like every single job I work tries to kill me. And it's like I never get the picture. I still keep on going back and I work. It's like every single job. I had a job I was working one time in my 20s. That job tried to kill me. I'm talking about I had another job I was working in my early 30s, my late 20s. That job tried to kill me. I'm talking about like I was swollen, guys. My face was swollen, my feet were swollen. And I went back to work. It's like I think I'm in a season where God low-key don't want me to work. Because I'm just like, okay, if you don't want me to work, where is the money? You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, I tell you guys in the beginning, before I had surgery, I applied to over 500 different jobs. Because the thing is, my job now, I work on commission. So, you need, in this economy, you need multiple streams of income, right? So I always have, my commission job and then a fixed income, where how much money that's coming in. And it's just like, I remember before I had surgery, I applied to over 500 jobs and no one called me. And I was like, something's up. And when I even applied to jobs that I know I'm overqualified for, I'm talking about jobs I know that I can just do with my eyes closed. Jobs that they're like, what are you doing here? Not on in person. I know I don't do in person. I applied to a bunch of remote jobs where it's like they're paying you pennies. They still didn't take me. And I was just like, I have a lot of experience in what I'm applying for. Plus I have a degree. They don't care. They still ain't hire me. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna just do what I love, which is talking and connecting with people and just that's it. So let's see here. You helped me out if that means anything. Aw, thank you, Bill. Last time I remember you. You were in my live last time. You were going to the gym. How are you? Did you lift heavy? Did you lift heavy? Because I remember you last time. I think you told me you were heading to the gym. Yeah, I remember. I be remembering y'all. Girl, that was me with my rent situation. Yeah, I think, like I said, I think back then I was like, oh, it's not pride. Like the Bible talks about like, God doesn't like the proud. And I was like, I'm not proud. I'm not pride. I'm not prideful. I never thought I was prideful. Until I looked at my situation when I was in 2024. I was going through the hardest time of my life, and I never called anyone. I never said, hey, girl, I'm stuck this month. Can you say, like, I just can't bring myself to do it. And I was just like, here I am struggling in silence. I'm crying every day. I'm depressed. I'm going through so much things and no one really knows. Because I'm not the type of person that would come to others and be like, oh, I'm going through a tough time. And I'm like, that's pride. That's pride, you know? And even if somebody tried to do something nice for me back then, I would be like, oh, it's okay. Don't worry, I'll pay you back. And they're like, I didn't ask you to pay me back. I just, you know? So yeah, I mean, I think the thing is like we try to have this perception that we're polished, We're polished. Oh, we're good with money. We're this. We made good choices. And sometimes, myself included, we're afraid to crack. We're afraid to show people that, hey, yes, I'm good with money, but I made some bad financial decisions. Yes, I'm good with money, but this happened. Yes, I'm good in money, I went into debt. Yes, I'm good with money, but life happened. And I think a lot of times, yes, I'm good with money, but I can't pay my rent. You know what I'm saying? Or something happened where I'm in a tough financial situation. I think a lot of times we care about the perception of others, what they think of us. And I think a lot of times we're afraid to show that we're human. We're afraid to show that we have cracks. I think in the Japanese culture, correct me if I'm wrong, I think they say when a bowl is broken, they don't toss it out. They fill it with some kind of substance, gold or something. Not gold, but they fill it up. They fill it out because they said cracks are beautiful. I think it's a Japanese culture. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's a culture where when a bowl is broken, they don't toss it away. They just kind of fill it up. They fill it in with something. And they said, cracks are beautiful. We embrace cracks. And I think when we try to come off as polished and perfect, that's when we mess up. When we're honest, we say, "Hey, I am going through a tough time. I am dealing with this." You give others the opportunity to connect with you. You appear more human because sometimes people are like, "Oh, I'm perfect," or "I'm this person." I'm not perfect, but they're like, "Oh, I can't let people know what I'm going through. It's none of their business," and that's something I struggle with. That is something I struggle with, not letting people in because I'm like, it's none of your business. But you never know. Sometimes you have to talk. You know what they say? Closed mouth don't get fed. I'm not asking y'all for nothing, by the way. Some people give you this whole speech and then it's like, "Cash at me some money," or "My link is in the bio." I'm not asking for anything right now. That's not what I'm asking for. I'm just giving an example. Okay, over 1 million Europeans were enslaved by North Africa. Child, listen, European being enslaved, that got nothing to do with me right now. We're trying to figure things out. I mean, thanks for the history lesson, child, but Clarity. Oh, I remember you, Clarity. You were on my live one time. Your season of struggle doesn't have to last long. Speak up and speak out. Yeah, I know. I think what it is too, how people, when they do something for you and I don't know what it's called in English, but in Creole it's called repoche. Repoche, basically saying, remember when you didn't have this and I gave it to you. Remember when you didn't have water and I gave you some. Remember when you were struggling, I let you in. I don't know how to say the word in English, but in Creole it's called repoche. Repoche, like you're repoching someone. You're telling them, you're reminding them of their struggle. So that's why a lot of times when I went through my hard season, I'm still going through my hard season. My sister would tell you this. My family would tell you this. I don't come to nobody for nothing. If I ain't got it, I ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? And I always worry about that. Oh, remember when I did this for you? Remember when I did that for you? And that really triggers me. So I try not to ask nobody for nothing. But I would really like to know the word. If anybody know the word in English, please do share. I forgot it. Basically counting favors. Yes, Mighty. I'm about to release that song. And I'm about to record it. Listen. And I think that song the whole song is done. The whole thing is done. So I was just like, I have so many songs I wrote. I'm like, you know what? I just need to release them. 1, 2, 3, release them. It's hard. I can relate. Yeah. You know, we're all humans. Like Les Brown says, I forget what's the quote. He says, either you're going through something, you just got out of something, or you head into something. And that's life. We all have different seasons. We have seasons that are, where we're rich and we're financially secure, we're doing well. And we have seasons where we're not doing too well. It's just normal. That's why I never look down on people, because I'm like, today's my day, baby. Tomorrow might be yours. And that's why I don't judge people about what they're going through too. Because you're like, oh, you think you're all that? You think you're all that? Wait till you get sick. Like me. Wait till you get sick and you have to quit your job. Listen here. We living in these times where we need multiple sources of income. We need money. We need to work, okay? America is a capitalist society, okay? Hustle, hustle, hustle until you die. You think you're all that? You think you're cute and you're mighty and strong? Not you mighty. So you think you're all mighty and strong and you cute and you all that because you're driving a Benz or you're driving whatever you're driving? You think life is not going to hit you? I'm not wishing bad upon you, okay? But life happens, guys. Like, look at me. I had to quit my job because I got sick. I was bleeding out the nose. Me having to quit my job put a financial strain on me. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just like you're one medical diagnosis away from losing everything. Even if you have savings. I had savings too. Hello. Listen, have you ever tried to live off savings when you're not working? Hello. That money go quick. So don't ever think you're better than anyone. Don't ever think, because listen, Harry, 1 minute you can go to a doctor and say, oh, something's wrong. You have to have surgery. Boom, you can't work. So be nice, okay? She said, girl, you're not meant to work. Work for the Lord. He wants you to do something, girl. You better get on your face. Not saying you haven't. No, you're right. And that's the thing about me. I'm too logical. I'm like, well, how does that make sense, though? And God's like, hush and do what I tell you to do. I'm just like, but how does this make sense? How am I gonna make money? And God's like, don't worry about the money. Don't worry about it. You're on my payroll now. But I'm like, but how do I get in contact with the HR manager just in case? He's like, I am the HR manager, but that's the thing. I'm always like trying to figure out how things are gonna work. And I'm like, and I think God just want me to chill. He want me to just chill out, just vibe. But I don't know how to vibe. Okay. Oh, I wish I could be one of those people that just be lollygagging through life. They're just like, do you have a job? No, God's gonna work it out for me. Oh, do you plan on doing? No. Do you have a backup plan? No, God's gonna work it out for me. What you mean? So it's all that ties in with faith. Faith, having faith. And that's why I said the name of my channel, God is so intentional. I would have never named my channel Godfidence Hub, okay? Never. I would have never named the channel. And I feel like that's why God told me to name the channel Godfidence Hub. Knowing that you could do all things through Christ, knowing that you don't have what it takes. You don't have the confidence, but in God you have the confidence. So I'm like, it's so intentional. I'm like, Godfidence Hub. And I'm just like, it's so funny. God will give someone that struggle with faith a channel named Godfidence Hub. And then he would tell me, come online, document all of the good things that I'm about to do in your life. And I'm like, okay, Lord, it's been like 18 months. And every time I come on here, I'm struggling with something. Where are the good things? Every time I'm like, oh, I had surgery. Oh, I had to lose my mother. Oh, I'm going through this. And they're like, where are the good things I'm supposed to be documenting? Where are the good things, Lord? But I'm just being obedient, okay? I'm just being obedient. You're right, Mighty. So I'm clocking in. I'm on the Lord's payroll. Oh, kickboxing, not weights. Okay, cool. I want to do kickboxing. That'd be so fun. I want to do something that let out my anger. Guys, you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to go to a rage room. Have you guys ever heard of a rage room? And when I was dating the guy I was dating, and I kind of low-key wanted him to take me there, but I didn't know how to say it. I was like, I want to go to a rage room. And I'm just like, when I get to the rage room, I have a lot of anger, built out anger in me. So I'm like, how do I say I want to go to a rage room on a second or third date without coming off weird? But I do want to go in a rage room. Okay. Have you guys ever heard of a rage room? It's basically a room where you go, you get a bat, you wear you wear protective gear, like glasses and whatever. You wear, shoes, closed-toe shoe, whatever. You get a bat, you pay for a certain amount of items, and you break them. So I think you could do a car, you can do a TV. It's amazing. It's amazing. That is so cool. You just go with a bat and you just choose your package, and then you break things. And then you choose your music. So if you want to be like, crazy music, you play that. I don't think you could break things to gospel music. You might stop and start worshiping, but you could choose your music and then you just break things. I think it's like $30. So yeah, estimates, that's me. And people don't believe me. We go through it because of our pride. Yeah. And I'm curious. I'm like, once I'm out of this season, I'm going to call all my friends. I'm like, did you know I was going through a hard season for the past 2 years? And the thing about me is when I go through hard seasons, I isolate. Because don't you hate people that be complaining all the time? So it's just like, whenever I go through hard times, I isolate. You don't hear from me. You see me on YouTube because, listen, I'm clocking in for the Lord or for whatever. But it's just like my friends, I don't, they invite me to things, I don't go. Sorry, girl. I know some of y'all follow me. It's just like, I just isolate. I'm just like, it's okay. When I get better, when things get better, you guys will see me. And that's the whole purpose of having friends. They're there to support you. They're there to love on you. And support me, not necessarily giving you money. Maybe they can say, hey, girl, I know you worked in HR. My cousin's sister, they're looking for an HR manager. Maybe you can apply for it. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't tell people how to support you or how to show up for you, you can't get mad when they don't. So that's something that I'm learning. Like, you can't get mad that no one showed up. You didn't tell them you needed support. So yeah. I talk so much, y'all. I had the same pride issue, not sharing what I'm going through, even with loved ones. Counseling was a complete game changer. Yeah. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know, it's just like I feel open. So I'm like, oh yeah, like when I'm done with this season, I'm going to call my friends up individually and say, hey, did you know that I was going through a tough time for the past couple 2 years? Did you know how bad it was? Like, I'm just curious. Some of my friends know. I talk to them. They're like, no, I didn't. And then you can't get mad because people live in their own little box. We're all going through something. We're all going through something, you know? And a lot of times, sometimes, guys, when I say I'm going through something, sometimes it has nothing to do with me. It's my family. It's something that my family, I'm not going to go into that because I do believe in privacy and giving everyone privacy, even if they don't deserve it, okay? But sometimes I'm going through stuff, it has nothing to do with me. Sometimes it's not my life that's falling apart. It's my family, things that are happening in my family that's affecting me personally. So, you know, it's a lot. Because when I look like, I try to make decent choices in my life, not to stress my parents out, not to stress my family out. I don't engage in crazy stuff. I live a very safe, boring life, somewhat. So it's just like, sometimes it's your family that's going through the motions, you know, and then you have to deal with the consequences because you're part of the circle. So, the ghetto, the ghetto. Yeah, therapy is great. Therapy is great. Like my sister and I, we always joke. I know she wouldn't mind me sharing this. She said all our money is gonna go to travel and therapy. Like, therapy is great. Like, therapy is great. I believe in therapy. I believe in praying, taking things to the Lord, but I also believe in therapy. My therapist, I miss her. She was something else, y'all. She was like, so when I'm complaining about, she was like, what does got to do with you? My therapist was an African American woman. She was like, so what does got to do with you? I said, it don't. She was like, so why are you worried about it for? Like, she was like, she didn't give me that, like, she was nice, but she didn't give me that, okay, here, come here, sweet little baby, let me put a bottle in your mouth. She gave me that tough love. She was like, okay, so you're stressed. Everything, I'm hearing everything right now. This has nothing to do with you. Why are you carrying people problems on your back? It's not your problem. I said, I know, but I love them. Oh, so you love them. So you want to suffer for them? Like, she's so real. She's so cutthroat. She reminded me of myself. If I was a therapist, ooh, that's so pretty. What is that? Ooh, that's an ice cream. That's an ice cream thingy. Yo, every time when I watch my videos over, I'm like, um, I give very much, ooh, y'all seen that episode, Family Guy? Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, squirrel, squirrel, squirrel. I'm like, girl, chill out. No, I don't have ADHD. When someone when someone holds something over your head, yeah, that's why I don't borrow money from anyone. Yeah, like, listen, remember, and they always want you to remember. Like, bro, I'm not. Listen here. They're like, do you remember? Do you remember? I'm like, bro, I'm not Michael Jackson. Stop asking me, do I remember? I don't remember nothing. Okay. Once I leave this season, I'm still gonna remember the lessons I learned. It's like people expect you to walk around with the like. Remember we used to struggle? Okay, but I'm not struggling no more. It don't matter. I learned my lesson. I understand that, okay, be better with this, do better with that, be humble. But people always want you to walk around with the struggle all written all over you. And first of all, this is how I look when I'm struggling, okay? This is me struggling. So, hello. That's why I think it's very important, no matter what you're going through, to still look decent. Still look, listen, even if you ain't got it, don't be looking like what you're going through. Look decent. Try. And it's hard for me sometimes. I be looking a mess. I do be looking a mess. But I try, I push. I say, you know, let me look like something today. I can't be looking like what I'm going through every day. Because sometimes people just see you and they just like, oh, I know she's going through a tough time. Oh, she look like struggle. No, 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 I serve a big, mighty God. And for me to be walking around looking like a mess when I'm going through it, I'm not making my God look bad. Because it's just like, you serve this mighty God that can do all things, that will provide for you. And you out here looking like who did it and why. No, I don't believe in that. Please don't be a negative message. Oh, okay, no. Okay, Maddie says, okay, sorry, y'all. Maddie said, yeah, that's why I didn't let people know because they throw it back in your face. Yeah, you know? I think what it is people, I think not everyone, but I think a lot of people can't see you past your struggles. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's like, I follow this lady and, you know, she started her channel with struggle. And even though she's doing better now, people feel the need to constantly bring it up. Remember when she was doing this? Remember, that's why I never came on here with like Yes, I'm in a struggle season, but I never came on here saying, "Oh yeah, I'm struggling," because no matter what, next y'all gonna send me in Bali. Yeah, I'm like, wasn't she struggling last year? Wasn't she this? Don't worry about it. I'm in Bali now. I'm in Thailand right now. I'm in Costa Rica right now. I'm in Haiti right now, enjoying my coconut water. People not gonna let you get past that. They just see the struggle stamp on your forehead. They'll be like, oh, she in Bali. Did she just go to the Hermes store? Why is she buying Hermes? Why is she buying this? Why she just spent $500 on a sweater? Wasn't she in a struggle season last year? Was it? Y'all don't believe that God can shift the atmosphere? Y'all don't believe that God can do great things? You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, it's important to just, yes, tell people what you're going through, but don't get into details because people just, they don't forget the details. You're going to be somewhere flying first class. Why is she always traveling? I thought she said she was struggling. Why is she there? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Before my struggle season, I was traveling. Hello, okay? Me and my friend was traveling. We didn't have a lot of money. We did not have a lot of money, but guess what? I was everywhere. My friends were like, how much you got? This is how we would travel, guys, back then. Because, we all were child free and single. So it'd be like, you got money? My friend would be like, you got money? I'm like, I get paid Friday. Okay, good, good, good. How much you getting paid? Da-da-da. Okay, so you want to handle the hotel? My other friend would be like, yeah, I'll handle the food. That's how we traveled. And we all put our money together. One person paid for the hotel. When I went to New Orleans, I paid for the hotel. My friend handled the car. And I do this with the girlfriends that you trust, you love. No one's holding anything over your head. And my friend would just call me because my friend is a flight attendant. She would just literally call me on a Sunday. Sometimes she don't even tell me, get ready. My friend would literally call me. This is my friend. I know you're off Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right? Did anything change? No. Okay, I booked you a ticket. But I'm like, I don't have any money. It doesn't matter. I booked you a ticket because she's a flight attendant. She's like, I booked you a ticket. And I'm like, okay. She's like, we're going to Colorado. I'm going to say your boarding pass. I booked you first class. I'm just like, what? So that's why it's important to have good friends too. Like I remember my friend, she just called me. I was so tired, y'all. I was leaving work. She was like, we're going to Arizona. I was like, what? She's spontaneous. I'm not a spontaneous person. I was just like, what do you mean we're going to Arizona? She's like, what are you doing for the next 3 days? I said, nothing. She said, exactly, get ready. And we just literally packed my bags. That's how I end up in Texas. My friend just literally called me one time. She was just like, I'm working the flight tonight. She's a flight attendant. And she said, and it looks pretty empty. Do you want to go to, no, sorry. That's how I end up in Arkansas. Because it was our birthday weekend, because we had the same birthday. She was just like, yeah, I'm working a flight to Arkansas. It's pretty boring. What are you doing? I said, I'm not doing nothing. She was like, well, you're going to Arkansas. So she booked me a ticket. She put me in first class. And she made me a bunch of drinks, y'all. So I'm sitting there in first class. She didn't say she know me. I'm saying, she was like, okay, is there anything? She said, would you like anything? I was like, no. No, no. She said something to me in Creole. She was like, yes, you would like something. So she made me like Bailey. She made me a bunch of drinks. And she was like, here. And I was like, oh, thank you so much. It's delicious. She was like, and anything else? I'm like, no, thank you. She came back with another drink. So it's good to have spontaneous friends. But now they married with children, child. My other friend, she married. The one we used to travel with all the time, she married with 2 kids. My other friend, that's the flight attendant, she married. So thank you very much, husbands, for stealing my friends. Maybe the bank. Oh, yeah, they're going to throw it back. Life is harder when you walk with Christ. Oh, yeah. No, for real. Like, no, for real. I agree with that. Because it's just like, if I wasn't a Christian, you're right. When you walk with Christ, it is harder. Because you know what I'm saying? Not that people that don't walk with Christ don't have certain morals. You have certain standards. You have certain things you won't say. Ooh, that would have been an accident. You guys got to be careful, man. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing, yo? Like, why would you do that in the middle of the road? That's how accidents happen. I agree. I agree. Life is harder. I think something's happening today. Because I see a lot of, like, officers and I see a lot of, like, I think they're putting something together. I'm going to be nosy. I'm going to find out what's going on. Yeah, life is harder. Until next time. Bye, Fred. Thank you for stopping by. Okay. Yeah, you got to get out of survival mode and surrender. Yeah, that's the thing about me. And that's the thing about me. I'm just like, surrender. Oh my God. Like, and I think, because you're right, because when I do surrender, I feel better. When I surrender, I say, you know what, Lord, that's not my business. You gonna figure it out because you're God, and things, and I feel at peace. That's the thing. That's why when I surrender, I feel at peace. I feel happy. Just like me, I'm planning all these trips. I don't know how they're gonna happen, but I said, my daddy's gonna pay for it because God will give you the desires of your heart. And the desire of my heart is to hear, folks, we're taking off in 5 minutes. That's the desire of my heart, okay? I'm trying to be in a plane somewhere. I'm trying to be shaking left to right, with a little bit of turbulence. I'm trying to, welcome to the friendly skies, okay? And I've always been like this since I was a kid, you know? And you guys know these things, but I don't share, my big dreams with y'all because it's my dreams. I don't share like my big dreams or what I want to do, but I share the basic things like I love traveling, I want to travel, and things of that nature. So yeah, I want to be shaken. So yeah, it is. You have to surrender. Well, that's a nice car. That's the car my friend wants. What do you consider good things? Jesus can work it out if you let him. Mighty came in to preach for me today. Yeah, you're right. Fred says, don't forget, if you're new to the channel, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much, Fred. I forgot. Please like the live and please consider subscribing. My name is Nisi. I'm based in Florida, the beautiful Sunshine State. I'm not trying to rub it in y'all faces. I know y'all dealing with snow right now. But yeah, my channel name is Godfidence Hub. We talk about faith-based topics, motivation, and I do random vlogs. And in the future, I might do travel vlogs. And, you know, I'm just a regular girl trying to figure it out, just like all of us, just trying to figure it out. That's it. Thank you, Fred. Yes, Jesus can work it out if you let him. You're right. And that's the thing about God. He wants you to invite him. He wants you to be like, hey, Lord, I'm tired. Take over. But me, it's like the control freak in me that wants to control every aspect. And that's why I went into management, guys. My background is management. That's why I'm in management, because it's just like, I say I don't want to be a manager or whatever, but I'm like, girl, you're low-key bossy. Look how you bossing these people on YouTube. Tell me, where y'all at? Where y'all at? It's 8:02. Where y'all at? Yes, they call it adrenaline rush room. Oh, okay, yeah. We have one where I live. It's called Ice Smash. What an interesting name for Ice Smash, It's a room where you break old TVs and stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Went there for my birthday during my divorce, and they had a race car that drove 40 miles per hour. It felt great. Yeah, I definitely want to do one. I think they call them rage room. And I don't think Florida have any rage rooms, but I think North Carolina, they had one. Oh, that's a cute doggy. Oh, that's a cute little doggy. Maybe that's what you need to do now because people don't know unless you speak up. How can someone help you if they don't know? Yeah. Love my family, but I know, Mighty So says, love my family, but I no longer allow what's going on in my family stress me. Yeah, that's what you need to hear. LOL, squirrel. Oh my God, I'm so behind then. Squirrel, squirrel, squirrel. You definitely need to be okay. You definitely need to be compatible with your counselor. That's many different types of different approach. I appreciate the approach that she gave because I'm a kind of no nonsense kind of person, like somewhat. My personality type, I'm somewhat like, okay, what you gonna like? You coming to me about the same thing. What you gonna do about it? Like, so my attitude is, I'm not like, I do give kindness when it's needed, but if you call me about like a relationship, for example, oh, he did this to me. I know I'm so tired, Niecy. I'm so tired. I'm like, what you do? Like, why don't you leave? You know, there's other men out there that's willing and able and ready to treat you like a princess, right? So it's just like, I like her approach. So she was cool. I liked her a lot. But you're definitely right. You're definitely right. Morning. Hi, Jason. I remember you. I'm so behind. My bad, y'all. LOL. LOL. Why did I start singing too? Do you remember the time? Right. Exactly. The past is the past for a reason. Leave it there. You're so beautiful. Thank you, Faze. How did you get so pretty? I love your hair and everything. You're perfect. Oh, thank you. It's a wig. That made me laugh because I did that. That just made me laugh. I mean, the beauty is God given, natural, natural. My mom and my daddy, child. My mama, but the hair, my hair can look like this if I apply a lot of heat to it. My real hair can look like this, honestly. And honestly, the length of this wig, my real hair is probably the same length. So I just wanted to switch up my look today because you know what they say: hard wig, soft life. Hello, you're so beautiful. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Okay. Sharon says, some people benefit from your struggles and love to see you suffer. They are miserable. Be careful who you share your life with. Exactly. Exactly. And then that's why, me personally, I'm not necessarily a flashy person naturally. Like, I'm not a really flashy person. And so, even when things does improve for me or I have, different business opportunities or my business take off, because I'm not solely depending on YouTube. I have other aspects of my life that I'm waiting, that I've planted the seed, I'm waiting for it to grow. And like, I live a pretty much same life. Like, I do like nice things. I don't, my channel, that's why my channel is based on being outside. Like, as you can see, if you look at all my videos, I'm always outside. So, you know, I do like nice things, and later on in life, you guys will probably see me, like with nice things. And don't think because now I have money, I like nice things. I always like nice things, okay? I just couldn't afford it at a point. Or I have bills to pay, I have to be smart with my money. But you're right, some people do enjoy to see you suffer, and some people love when you're going through a hard season so they can keep on handing you out. Some people enjoy that. It's really sick. Some people enjoy being the help. When I say the help, meaning helping you constantly because it feels good. Oh, look at her. Okay, I'm the one that's giving her money. I'm the one that's helping her out. That's how I listen here. I can be struggling. I don't mean nothing. You still ain't gonna know. I'ma still look the same. Struggle or no struggle. And somebody can know I'm struggling and they tell somebody I'm struggling, it doesn't matter. It didn't come from my mouth. It doesn't matter. Tell Jenny I'm struggling. I don't care. I didn't go to Jenny until I was struggling. You're right. Because people will, yeah, people love to see you suffer sometimes. It's sad, but yeah. LOL, that's how me and my sisters travel. Yeah, it's fun. I have a homegirl. I don't like being friends with people that's just counting like, I hate being friends with people that are stingy or that's counting every dime. Like I have a friend, a homegirl that I met. I met her in Charlotte. She was solo traveling, and I tell you guys a story. I met her. She was asking a homeless person for direction, and I was sitting there. I'm like, girl, leave that homeless lady alone. And then we became friends. I met her on Juneteenth, where she flew into Charlotte alone because she wanted to go on a solo trip. I met her. We connected, and we became friends. We went out for sushi the same night. So every time she would fly back and forth to Charlotte. I flew to DC once to see her, and every time we go out to dinner, this is how we do it. The bill comes, we order everything we want. This is how we do it. We order. She's like, "You want to try?" She doesn't drink, so she'd be like, You want this? Da 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 da." We order everything, right? When the bill comes, we say, "You want to handle it or I handle it?" That's it. So if she handled the first bill, I handle the second. If the first bill was 100, the second was 50, she doesn't care. I don't care. And that's what we do. We just order food, same tab, and then we just say, "I got it. I get this one, you get the next one." I love living like that. And that's how my friends were too. They're like, "You want to go on a trip? Let's go." You're like, "I don't have any money." They're like, "Who? I didn't ask you if you had money. I just told you pack your bags, let's go." And we would just travel. And we were like in our 20s, late 20s. You know, life didn't hit you hard yet. So yeah, I think that's the best way to travel. That's so nice. Yeah, it's cool. And damn, she said, "Damn, marriage ruined fun French." Yeah, my other friend. Yeah, I haven't. My other friend, she has kids, so she would have to. She would have to like. She can leave. Her husband is very chill. She can leave, but she can say, like, "Hey, babe, I'm going out of town." But it's just like we're all in our 30s now. Our mid 30s. Like some of them are in their late 30s. Like life looks different. They have mortgages now, and I'm the one that's still stuck in the fun season, but they have mortgages, they have kids and stuff like that, so it's a little different. So yeah, she got two kids, but But I'm pretty sure we would have to plan something ahead. Like if we want to do a girls trip, we'd have to plan it ahead. So her husband could watch the kid, not watch the kids, take care of his kids, and yeah, you got to find new friends. You know what it is? Like, you know what it is? You have to understand when you're making friends in your 30s, most people are married. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm against the grain. I'm not saying like in a way like me being 36, child free, no husband, no boyfriend, like that's not the norm. Society warns people about me. They're like, oh, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm a sore thumb. I stick out. So it's just like this is not the normal norm to be 35, to be, excuse me, 36. I forgot I was 36. To be 36, single and child free and just living life. So, and I've been friends with these ladies. I've been friends with my friends for like sometimes like 10 to 20 years. So I keep friends for a very long time. But I do need some child free friends though, or friends that have kids where, they can drop the kids off with their daddy and then. So you're right, but I don't think I'm going to get rid of them because I do love my friends, but I do need some child free friends though. I do. Because all my friends are like married with children and I help out. I help with homework and I babysit, but it's just like, I need a friend with an older child. I say, hey, he going to his daddy this weekend. What you want to do? So, but you know what it is, child. When you child free, you have to just accommodate to everybody. It's just you just have to accommodate. Like, hey, I want to hang out, but I'm bringing the kids, and you just have to be okay with it. I love my friends, and I love their kids. Most of my friends' kids are very well behaved. So if we gotta hang out, you gotta bring the kids. You gotta bring the kids. What can I do? You can't leave your kids at home. You know. So it's just that's the beauty of friends. You have to accept your friends in different seasons. So, but I do see that I am the accommodating friend. I am the one that's like, yeah, you can bring the kids. Oh, yeah, okay, not a problem. Okay, my husband can't do this, but my husband's off Thursday. You want to do it on a Thursday? So when you're child free, people just assume like, okay, well, you have all the time in the world. You ain't got no husband, so just accommodate. And it is what it is. Anybody child free in here? You want to be friends? Yeah. Hi, Wendy. Thank you. LOL, you're a sidewalk. You're a sidewalk driver. Frank, you see how she lift up? See, I need to catch up. I need to catch up with the thing. Where are you? Are you in America? Yes, I am. I'm in America. Land of the free, home of the brave. I'm right behind you. Well, hello there. That's what I say. If y'all ever pull up on me, y'all taking me out. We- don't pull up on me with nothing. If you're gonna pull up on me, you better take me out. I apologize for my live stream yesterday. Yeah, Bill, what happened? You were on live, and I was like, "Hey, Bill," and it was just music. You need to get on live, Bill. Stop being scared. You don't have to put your face out there, but get on live. Draw something. Say today I'll be drawing Nisi. Draw me. She said, "Ha ha ha! It's a wig. You funny." Chill. You went live. Yeah, he went live yesterday. Mighty so sort of. I turned off the camera, walked away, played a record, and forgot how much bad words in the record said. Oh, I didn't even hear the bad words. I kind of stuck around for a few minutes. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I was like, "Hey, Bill," and I listened to the record. I was like, "What's going on here?" And I left because I thought you were on camera, but you're not. It's okay, Bill. I should have picked a better record to go live. Don't be so hard on yourself. Ah, damn, Frank. Do you go live often? I think that was his first live. DC in the house. Woo, 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 woo. DC is very nice. I like DC. If I had one of those government jobs, I'll be living in DC, living my best life. Bill says, I don't go live very often. I kind of have social anxiety. You know what? It's so interesting. Men that are shy and have social anxiety. This is not Bible, meaning this is the truth. This is not like 100% true. But I notice men that are shy or they have like social anxiety or whatever, they're always attracted to women that are loud. They're always attracted to women that's be like, oh yeah, what you mean? No, 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 no. My husband didn't order this. Like not like they always for some reason I notice shy guys always they usually are attracted to women that are very bold, women that are like in your face. And it's so interesting. It's such an interesting concept. Like you're shy and social anxiety, and and here's your wife. She's a loudmouth, and she's outgoing, and she's fun, and she's like opinionated, and it's just so interesting to me. That's always funny because it's always like the shy husband, and the wife is just like a wild card, and you're like, how did you two get together? Because I follow this couple. They're a cute couple. Her name is Amber. They're off the chain. They say a lot of crazy stuff, but and it's like Ben is just like chill. He's like a nerdy guy. He's nerdy. He wears glasses, and he's just really like very by the book. Well, according to blah blah blah, and Amber is a wild card. She's loud. She's just herself, and he's just like, how did Ben get with Amber? But it works. They've been married for 10 years. It works. When I tell you she's a loudmouth, she's a loudmouth. She lives in her truth. She's funny. She's a yapper. She be crashing out. And Ben is just like, well, that doesn't make sense. It blows my mind. I'm like, how did this nerdy white guy attract this wild card black woman? She is like, y'all, she is a wild card. She just be crashing out, and Ben just be there, and Ben is just like, well, they're a cute couple though. I can't go live. Yeah, but Bill, the social anxiety is not real, okay? It's not real. It is real, but just tap out of it, okay? You can organize trip for 35 plusers. That'd be a good deal. That'd be fun. What is wrong with you? I'm gonna block you. No, sorry, y'all. That was so inappropriate. Like, why would you say that to me? Hold up. So much leaf. Okay. He's following. Who's following me? Oh, that man ain't worried about me. Let's see. People are so inappropriate. They say the craziest stuff. Mighty So, you be cracking me up, girl. Mighty So says, girl, I love the fact there are people that are not married with kids. You're not living the normal life. I'm salty because I never wanted to be married or have kids. I know, Mighty. I know. I think, Mighty So, you're so funny. I like people like you. I feel like your son is old enough where he could just drop him at his daddy's and we could take a few trips, okay? You know what it is, like, Mighty So, I'm not going to get too much into the topic because y'all know I have a whole channel talking about this. I think what it is a lot of people that have kids, they didn't my sister and I had the same topic, the same conversation yesterday. And I know people try to look down on me. I'm like, I'm 36. Yeah, and people are like, oh, you're 36, you ain't got no kids. I'm like, yeah, because I decided that life is not for me. Do you know what I mean? So I understand and I like people like you. I like people that say, you know what? I low-key didn't want this life. It happened because I thought that was the way to go. And I think people like you, I love talking to people like you because you guys are honest, you know? My friend, she told me, she's like, my friend was like, she said, if I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't. And me and my sister had the same topic. It can be triggering to see someone living their life. And I'm not living the best life yet. But it can be triggering to see someone like, oh, I didn't have to have kids. Oh, I didn't have to do this. But you know what? Mighty So, at least you have a good son. You know, at least your son is, he's a good kid. And, that's all I can say. I don't know, child. This was intentional. I didn't just wake up and be child free. I was intentional. I said, you know what? I'm not going to be out there doing any certain kind of thing. I'm not going to be out here having fun. I'm not going to be doing this. I'm not going to let nobody talk me into being no baby mama. I'm not like it's just a decision I made personally because I was just like, this ain't for me, you know? It's just a decision I made. And I was just like, I didn't wake up and just child free. You know what I'm saying? I had people that liked me. I had people that wanted to date me. It's just, I said, you know what? This is not for me. And, I hope the way I am also inspire young women that, that are confused, that don't want kids. It's okay. You don't have to have kids. Especially being a Christian, people are like, what do you mean? The Bible says go out there and multiply. Okay. Don't bother me. Leave me alone. I'll do better next time. There's that guy with the leaf blower. Bill, he's just doing his job. That guy, honestly, he don't bother nobody. I see that guy every morning. He just give me the vibe. I don't know him, but he just gives me the vibe that I work, I stack my money, I pay my bills, and I stay out of the way. He don't. He never talked to me. I never talked to him. He never say good morning to me. Nothing. He just mind his business. And that man at job, he work every day. He work 6 days a week. He just mind his business. He's at work every day. He works alone. So I think he take care of the place. He don't ever say nothing to me. I don't say nothing to him. He just mind his business. He work. He just give me that vibe. He give me the vibe that he work and he pay his bill and he save his money. Something about him just give me that. He's the type of person, he just stacking up. Because he has a good job. Think about it. He has nobody micromanaging him. He just take care of the place, the property. That's it. He's following you. He's not following me. He just minding his business. Oh, no, Bill. When I went live yesterday, I was actually at my doctor's office because I had my post-op appointment, my surgery post-op, 8 months. So when I went live yesterday, I was actually at my doctor's office. So yeah, I was just outside waiting. I was like, let me just go live real quick. Yeah, I went to see my doctor. Yeah, that wasn't him. This is a different person. Good for you. You need to speak up more about this. I have 4. And if I could do it again, I would opt out. I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh. And I love my kids. Yeah, I don't talk about it on this channel because the thing about being child free is I know I'm not the only one that struggles with this. I talk to other child free people. We have to censor ourselves, right? Moms can talk about their kids all the time and say, little Jenny, little Johnny, little Peter, little this. But it's like the minute you start talking about your life, it comes off as bragging to people, So I don't talk about it. Not on this channel, at least. Yeah, I understand. It's hard. He just be minding his business, child. I don't know if I should move. I don't know if I'm in his way. I'll move if you need me to. You think he would have told me to move if he wanted me to move? Or should I just say, do you need me to move? I'll move. Because I'll move if he need me to, because I don't want to be in his way. Yeah. And I think what it is, I think a lot of us were tricked. We were tricked. We fell for the what's the saying? Okie doke. We were tricked. Because I have a lot of friends. They told me, they was like, girl, don't do it. And I understand kids are blessings, Like my mom, if she watched this, she's going to be like, don't say that. Because my mom loved kids. She said she should have had more. So my mom loved kids. My mom loved the idea of having children and making them cute and doing their hair. She loves that stuff. She loves children. My mom wanted to be a mother. That was her thing, And she said, no matter what, we bring so much joy to her life. Even though we're not where we want to be, even though we're not in a position to take care of her, or we're not